Alex, obviously, it's always hard when a first goal comes in a loss like that, but you've been working so hard for that moment. What did that feel like for you?
No, I was really happy. Put in so much work to get to this point, so no, I was really happy. But unfortunately, we didn't get the win today.
Was there a sense of relief that it happened so early that you don't even have to think about it anymore?
I don't really know. I just want to contribute every game. I want to help this team to build a winning team here. So I think we have something going on, and we need to build that.
What do you think sort of unraveled in this game where things started to go not your way anymore?
We had a bad start in the second 10 minutes there, so we need to get, watching with Joe, get that out of the way, so get better from that.
And what were sort of the things that maybe Lindy said or the coaching staff said that they need you guys to dial in on a little bit more?
Need to be more focused, need to get the pucks in, continue with our speed. We're a speedy team, so continue chances through that, and then we just need to hit the net and bury our chances.
Do you feel that the Flyers were preventing you guys from accessing your speed?
Maybe a little, but we need to fix that so no team can fix that.
Thanks, Alex. Sevi, how kind of tough was that in the end to see how things kind of unfolded for you guys?
I think we just had a little bit of a tough stretch in the second period is what really ultimately hurt us in the game. So the end result sucks, obviously, but if we just kind of clean up a little bit of our areas in the second there, I don't think we're in the position we're in. But, overall, we're going to have to work at the things that we need to get better at to move on to the next game on Saturday at our home opener. But, it sucks when you lose the first one of the year for sure.
Can you sort of pinpoint maybe in that stretch what wasn't working well for you guys or what you were missing out on?
I'd have to, look back and see it, but, when you're in the game, it just seemed like, we had a few turnovers, and I was guilty of one for sure too. Just little things in the game that matter, I guess, make the bigger difference. With it's getting the puck deep when you need to, and not turning the puck over in the neutral zone, and odd man rushes here and there, and just the systematic stuff in the D zone. They scored that one goal off the D zone off a rim and then popped to the slot. So. The goals that are scored when a guy comes off the rush like that and rips one far glove side, that's just a skilled play. So, but the ones in the D zone when it's coming to the slot shots, we can't have those slot shots given up.
There were moments in the game where you really saw guys come to each other's defense, whether it was Brendan or Woody or everyone sort of getting up in that play. Maybe we didn't see so much of that last year. How encouraging is that to sort of see that camaraderie in that sense?
For sure it is, yeah, and they're a tough team over there too. They did the same thing, and I think they brought in some guys this summer that didn't want to mess around, and when they had anybody that was getting messed with, that would be taken care of, and you saw it from us tonight too. It was some pushback and any little scrums, anybody who was touching our goalie or anybody who was maybe picking on another guy, we were right in there supporting one another. So that's huge. That brings the team together.
Did it feel a little different than maybe the reactions of last year? Just with some of the different personnel?
Yeah, I mean, we new guys are always different, right? We're just trying to get the feel for everybody, but a lot of the times you know what guys bring, and a guy like guys like you mentioned, we know what they bring, and we definitely missed Woody last year in our lineup, and you bring Smith in as well. So, it's just good to have that, a little bit extra jam when you need it. So I'm not saying you have to fight or anything like that. It's just nice to have a little extra jam just to make sure you have that physicality in your lineup.
Happy for Alex?
Absolutely, yeah. It was great to see him. He had a great preseason. He earned his way on the team. He's a shooter, and he shot the puck there, squeaked through, so definitely happy for him.
Still sort of a transition phase, I guess, from the preseason to the regular season for you guys, kind of figuring out who goes where yet still, or is that just going to work itself out at the end?
I think it's going to work itself out. Obviously, Nico's working his way back as well. He's our top two line center, him and Jack. So once he makes his way back, we'll kind of have our solidified top few lines, and they'll get some chemistry and they'll figure it out. But overall, I think we feel pretty good and confident. It's just a matter of putting the whole thing together on a nightly basis.
For the most part, the things that were on the night that you didn't like, easily correctable things, more or less?
I think they're fixable things for sure. There's a couple little teaching things and a few goals against, obviously even on chances against, but I thought we did a lot of good things as well. We did create a lot of chances, and we had some great looks. So we got to continue to do that, but on the defensive side of the things, we know our goalies are going to give us the key saves when we need them to, but we can't be giving up those great A's that we did tonight.
Damon, when you have new guys on the back end there on defense, how long does it take to sort of find that rhythm as a collective unit?
I guess that's part of what the preseason's for. We worked at it in the preseason and in practice as well. You're just trying to feel each other out. But now it's the regular season. Now it's kind of time to not really there's no feeling out phase. We can't be messing around and be saying we're going to feel each other out. Still, we got to take advantage of the season. And early on, we lost game one. Now it's just a matter of moving on. We got to take advantage of our opportunities in front of us. But the sooner we mesh together as a full unit, the better. And there's going to be chances where certain guys are playing with different guys all throughout the season. So it's just a matter of finding that chemistry.
What do you say to a guy like McKenzie, who we know how much he's fought back to get to this point? 2 goals maybe he would have really wanted to have back, but certainly.
No, for sure. He's just fine. You can't dwell on a performance on one night. I don't even think he played a really bad game. Of course, he might be hard on himself, but like I said before, we got 2 really good goalies that we're confident in. We're gonna count on them to make saves when we do have breakdowns. But at the other end of things, we got to make sure we don't give them the tap ends like we did tonight.
Thanks, Daniel. A few of the guys in the locker room were saying there was that stretch in the second period where they really felt that they got away from what you had asked them to do. What do you kind of see in that stretch there that maybe things fell off the rails a little bit?
I think it's a fair assessment. We didn't play well enough defensively. Got on the wrong side of the puck a couple times. Those 2 quick goals. Both of them, we've been solid defensively. We left a guy wide open in front of the net, and they took advantage of it. So we know we have to play better defensively. That's our focus.
Just what do you make of Alexander Holtz, knowing how hard he really worked for that to get that first goal?
It was good to see him get a goal, for sure. He had, I think he had one or more good opportunity, but it's always good to see a kid get his first.
Did you see a different level of pushback maybe in scrums or in front of the net with some of these new guys that you brought in to bring in a little more of that jam, that attitude, and especially Woody as well coming back?
I thought the attitude was good. I think at the end of the day, the defensive breakdowns killed us. It was a game that was exactly what we thought was going to be, really hard on the walls. I thought there was times we were winning battles. There was times we lost a few too many. So we know where we got to get to. We know where we're at in the preseason, and the level of battle has just gone way up. And I think that's what you see when the season starts.
What is it about maybe the way you guys are playing that allowed the Flyers to block so many of your shots? Were too many shots coming from the perimeter?
I thought we had an opportunity for a period of time, a second period, where we passed up opportunities to shoot. Mm-hmm. Hung on to pucks a little bit too long, missed the net a couple times. They put a lot of people around the front of the net. I think Sevy's goal is an example of just getting the puck back on net, finding the lane to get there. There were some perimeter ones where we missed the net that, it's important you get those on net and battle for second opportunities, almost like the Tatar opportunity that, they ended up having a guy in the crease blocking it.
I'm sure there's a couple goals that maybe McKenzie would have wanted to have back, but your overall rating of how he settled into this game?
I think that's fair. It's probably a couple he wants back.
We talked about the new line combinations that you put forth at the beginning of the game. Do you think some of the players were out of sync because of those, because of the preseason?
Not at all. We've had Nico in and out. We've had, different lines every game.
Jesper Bratt didn't get that much ice time today. What went into that?
I didn't check his ice time. How much did he get?
I think it was 16 minutes.
That's not enough ice time?